Hey, what is up there, guys? You know what? While Nick Cannon, he was busy canceling Eminem's invitation to the Wildin' Out show, Eminem, he was at the Oscars. Wildin' Out, ironically. While Eminem was at the Oscars, you also had the people like Lord Jamar. He was actually also performing at the Oscars. Now, on his Oscars that he was performing at, he performed at a little mom and pop tea and coffee shop, and he performed, and I heard that he really rocked the place. And not just Lord Jamar. See, while Eminem with his irrelevant self and nobody wants to hear him, while he was performing at the Oscars, had Bazzino. He actually was doing something himself. He had just opened up. He had the grand open of his new crab shop. You see, a few of his others got seized and shut down, but he had the grand opening. So he was having a good day while Eminem was performing at the Oscars. Oh, and then you had MGK. Now, while Eminem was performing at the Oscars, MGK, he was home, but he sent out a little tweet, and he said that, I keep seeing snakes in my dreams, but they always miss me when they try to bite me. What does that mean, dream readers? So while watching I figure that he was still diverting back to the kill shot. You know, whenever Eminem is performing, something triggers in them. So I'm pretty sure that Eminem in this dream, in this little post, he was basically trying to say that Eminem is a snake, and he tried to get him, but he missed me. Now, not just that, but someone did respond. His viewers, they responded. They said this: that someone that tried to send a kill shot missing you. That's what that dream about. And then to MGK's post, he had someone that was super deep and a professor who interpreted that dream for him. He said, hey, as a positive symbol, snakes represent healing and transformation, knowledge and wisdom, self-renewal and positive change. What? Are we talking about snakes? I seen that post and I wonder, were we talking about snakes? Because snakes are pretty known as dishonest, selfish, slippery, slimy, backstabbing, conniving, and just manipulating. So I didn't know where this but anyway, I'm getting away from why we here today. We're here to talk about the Oscars, because everybody was trying to do something, but Eminem, he was doing the most. Yes, as you guys already seen the clip, I'm not gonna replay the clip. You guys seen the clip of Eminem performing at the Oscars, and he got a standing ovation. Everybody was surprised and shocked, and everyone, and the place was on fire. People were crying, people were cheering, people were laughing, people were bobbing their head. And you know what? I looked at the whole concert, and contrary to what Lord Jamar may say, but it was pretty funny because actually the minority, the actual black people, in the audience, they were the ones that were hype and they were really singing along. And some of the white people, they were, the ones that Eminem supposed to cater to, they were kind of lost. You had a lot of pictures and scenes and they were kind of lost and kind of awkwardly like, what is he doing here? But I just thought I'd put that out. But you know what? I do want to say this because I thought that this was great thinking on the Academy's part. Because everybody else is using M for clout and views to get their viewership up. Why not the Oscars, right? You see, because, when I seen Eminem at the Oscars, I immediately looked because I believe that everybody has an intention. No one just does stuff. No one nowadays, especially big government and places and things like this, they have an intention behind it. And I looked in the past 3 years, their viewership has been at an all-time low. And it makes sense because this is a different type of audience, the Oscar. These are very rich, white, and and a few minority, very rich actors and people that own businesses and that have played in music and I mean, that has played in movies. These are some big time names, but they're a lot older. This is a very, very boomer crowd, you would say. Although I believe that to be a boomer is more of a state of mind than an age thing. But that's not the point. But like I was trying to say, this is a hard crowd to please when you're performing because this is an older crowd. And I could understand why their viewership will be decreasing lower and lower. One, because as you get older, you start to get disinterest, in watching TV or anything. And as you get older, people do die off and priorities change. So the Oscars needed to find a way to get that 22 to 40-year-olds back to interested, because these are what drive the Oscars with regards to viewership. And what better way is to get millions and millions of stands to come and view? I mean, it is a good foundation to start to reach out and get people like Eminem, because now people are going to be like, hey, what? I can't wait to see what's going to happen next year. So they're kind of setting themselves up. And I think if they go along with this path with regards to the people that they choose, they might be able to, I guess long story short, Eminem kind of saved the day. Or did he? Because with every good thing, bad things come. Now, Eminem, he was trending on Twitter for an hour at number 1, and then he went to 13, and then he was still trending at 27. But, guys, not everybody was happy about Eminem's performance. And although the celebrities were happy, the stands, the fans, and everybody gave him a standing ovation, cancel culture took in, and they had a lot to say. And they were like, Eminem still needs to be canceled. You had this person that stated, why is Eminem here? You had several people that was just asking, why is Eminem here? We don't need to see him. Nobody wants to hear Eminem. You had several from the cancel culture. And I guess they didn't know that, the Oscar is kind of known for having people that have already received an Oscar to come back and perform. And not just that, most people don't know that Eminem, he did win an Oscars way back. And most people don't know that Eminem, he did win a Oscars. He didn't show up because he did state, and I quote, I didn't think I was going to win anyway. But he did win an Oscar, and that's why he was there. Because they had people that have won to come back. They've been known for that, to answer that question for cancel culture that wanted to know, why is Eminem there? Because unlike you and your favorite rapper, Eminem has an Oscar. That's right. Eminem is the only one, 3 6 Mafia. Eminem, and there's only 2 rappers that have ever won an Oscar. That's Eminem and I believe 3 6 Mafia. So yeah, your favorite rapper don't have an Oscar. That's why M was there. Well, cancel culture, they continue. There was hundreds of posts against this anti-Eminem at the Oscars, and also Elton John. They hated to see Eminem posing in this picture with Elton John. A lot of people believe that it was just a fake. Now here is another comment that cancel culture put out. They said that, I can't believe you Eminem fanboys acting like that was good. Out of breath and sloppy 90s style. It's funny, like I said, he did get a standing ovation. But anyway, cancel culture didn't stop there. Cancel culture said that no one gives up about Eminem. I don't know. I think this may have been Lord Jamar's second account. But then they continue. This is a good one. This person said that even if it's a different persona, stating homophobic, saying slurs and the like is unacceptable, especially when his audience tend to be impressionable white kids. His friendship with Elton as an excuse is saying, yeah, I have black friends to not seem racist. So this particular part, and they got over 700 hearts on this. And this person is basically saying that this picture of Eminem and Elton John at the Oscars, Eminem was just doing that just to seem not racist, and this wasn't a genuine friendship, although that Elton John was generally a vital part of Eminem's recovery and a great friend, and also, what do they call it, the handler, his, what do you call it, the person that, I can't think of it, but I know you all are saying it in the comments, but the supporter, when you're going through the AAA, his, you guys know what I'm trying to say. But anyway, Elton John was that. He played a big role in his recovery. And an excuse, it's like saying that, and it's the last part of this comment. She says that, yeah, I have a black friend. It's kind of like saying, yeah, I got a black friend. But no, because you know what? Eminem is one of those types where he can say, yeah, I got a white friend. Because all of his friends are black. So he's one of those few that can say, yeah, and I got a white friend too. But moving on. And then this person, they couldn't believe that Eminem was having a standing ovation. She said that, honey, yes, when everyone stood up, I was like, wait a damn minute here. Like, y'all looking at this same concert? This was horrible. So she couldn't understand what was going on. Cancel culture continue, and they said that an anti-Trump doesn't equal a good person. Saying that Eminem is against Trump, remember that, people. So he's not a good person. I don't know what that logic is, but that seemed very elementary. And I started to see a pattern that cancel culture really ain't that smart. When this one in particular said that, well, you can still sing the word faggot 1,000,000 times and still perform at the Oscars. That's about diversity. Okay, so they're saying that, Eminem shouldn't be there because he's still using slurs and singing about faggots and homophobia. Why would they support that? Cancel culture was not happy with him. Not happy. And this one gave the impression that Eminem was a mumble rapper up there, because this part under the cancel culture hashtag, she had said that, well, I didn't understand a word out of his mumbling mouth song. Seriously, I didn't understand. All right. And then this struck a big conversation. And then this one struck a big conversation because she was like, great. 2 men who have treated women like crap. So, as you can see, not everyone was happy, and they have restarted the hashtag, trying to kick it back in gear. Eminem is canceled, and some in the comments, I read about 30 comments that wanted to cancel the Oscars. Cancel culture wanted to go after the Oscars for having Eminem on there because they should have known better. Well, I just wanted to update you guys on that and just ask you guys the question. Why was Eminem there? Nobody wants to hear him in 2020. Why is he on the Oscars? He ain't relevant. That's sarcasm. Because some people in the comments, they're going to be like, oh, you suck. But yeah, I just want to update you guys a little bit. I didn't want to go without even just talking about it. I like to know what you all think. Do you all agree with any of the comments of cancel culture, or how did you all feel? Were you excited and all that other good stuff? And I will see you all in the very next video. As always, if you're new to the channel, hey, be sure to subscribe. If you don't like the channel, be sure to subscribe or at least comment and all that other good stuff. And I will see you all, as always, KIP. Keep it positive. I promise. It's going to be all right. He's nervous. On the surface, he look calm and ready to drop bombs, but he keeps on forgetting what he wrote down. The whole crowd, oh so loud, he opens his mouth, but the word won't come out.